Chance was 23 years old when the ground beneath him suddenly gave way. One moment he was in a familiar field, and the next he was trapped underground, with only his head and blonde mane visible above the mud. His owner found him wedged inside a narrow hole beside a drainage ditch. The field had been used for livestock for years without any trouble, so nobody expected the earth to suddenly collapse beneath him. Chance panicked and tried to pull himself free, but every struggle made things worse. His movements pushed him deeper into the thick, sticky mud, leaving him almost completely trapped.
Stand up!
When the rescuers arrived, they quickly realized this was going to be a difficult rescue. The hole was far too narrow to safely place lifting straps around Chance's belly, so they could not simply lift him out. They had to bring in a 14-ton excavator. It was frightening to have such a large machine working so close to a trapped horse, but the operator knew every movement had to be extremely precise. One wrong move could send more soil into the hole or make Chance's situation even more dangerous. So they started removing the earth beside him, little by little. Instead of trying to pull him straight up, they carefully began creating a ramp in the ground that would eventually give Chance a path back to the surface. For nearly 2 hours, they worked around him. Through all of it, Chance stayed surprisingly calm. His head remained above the ground, and somehow, he managed to stay still while the rescuers slowly cleared away the earth around his body. Finally, enough space had been created to reach his hindquarters. Local rescuers secured ropes around Chance's back end and attached them carefully to the excavator bucket. Then the machine began to pull. Slowly, carefully, the excavator lifted just enough to help release Chance's back legs from the powerful suction of the mud. The ground seemed determined to hold on to him, but little by little, his legs came free. And then Chance did the rest. Step by step, he began climbing out of the hole. After nearly 2 terrifying hours, he finally made it back onto solid ground. It was an incredible relief to see him standing there again. Everyone had been worried about whether he would make it, but Chance had stayed calm throughout the entire ordeal. Later, his owner revealed something that made his calmness even more surprising. Chance actually likes excavators and big machines. For many horses, the sound and movement of a 14-ton excavator would have been terrifying. But for Chance, it was something familiar, and that may have helped him remain calm while the rescuers worked. His calmness could have made all the difference. Chance had been trapped in a dangerous situation, and he could not free himself alone. But with patience, careful work, and a little help, he found his way back to solid ground. Sometimes an animal's greatest strength is not in fighting harder, but in staying calm long enough for someone to help. Chance spent 2 frightening hours underground, but in the end, he climbed out one careful step at a time. If Chance's story touched your heart, leave a small wish for this brave 23-year-old horse. And if you enjoy stories about animals overcoming difficult moments, consider liking the video and subscribing for more.